So you're going to go talk to him and then rest for the night?
Yeah, depending on what he says.
Okay, well, you return to the church, and he's surprised to see you returning so soon. Oh, well, what brings you back to my humble abode?
I'm gonna make it short and sweet, if that's possible. 3 round boys at the bar were saying we should go and take care of someone named Herbie, because he's, quote, a goddamn sleeper agent for the Metal Empire. What's the info you've got on that?
He sighs
Hailey
deeply. Huh?
Hailey is very irritated to have her calm into the moment broken by this piece of crap.
Yeah. So he just hangs his head and rubs his temples for a moment. He's like, those 3, I swear. If I weren't such a pacifist. Herbie has proven himself to be an upstanding citizen repeatedly. Yes, he is originally from the Metal Empire, but he was largely a transport unit, meant to protect those stored within him at all costs. He was caught in the middle of a rather large crossfire and took a blow to the head that resulted in a rather drastic altering of his code. He maintained his position on protection, but he decided that it would be best to protect those who were more vulnerable rather than soldiers. Eventually, he made his way here and realized that he would be best off helping to expand this city's fortifications. The great log wall surrounding the city was not here 12 years ago. Most of it is thanks to him and his corporation.
Alright. That's all I need to know. I'm probably going to ask Herbie himself about it tomorrow, but it sounds like it can wait until tomorrow.
Yes, and if you encounter those drunks again, and they give you any trouble, you have my permission to do what you must, but try not to kill them. It would rile up others of a similar mindset.
Right. Well, I feel like I'm probably not going to have a chance to teach him how to play euchre now. Damn.
Well, I wouldn't mind a match of that against you sometime if you have time while you're still in town. Been a while since I've played.
You know how to pass the turnip? Fucking Caprice just looks at him. That's it, we're going.
So you now have your information. You know that Herbie's probably not a problem. Definitely not one that needs to be addressed immediately. So I guess you're returning to the inn to get some rest for the night?
Yes.
Okay. So you return. Those 3 drunks have been ushered out because they had had more than enough and had caused a bit of a scene calling you guys out. And you're now greeted by the inn's owner as you're enjoying a nice meal. The owner happens to be a rather large, much larger than you would have expected, Pandamon. Also a bit old, slightly saggy. Their scarf is oversized and tattered and wrapped around them several times. And they seem to be a gentle soul, but definitely not the kind that you want to anger. As they approach, they give you all a quick bow. Welcome to my humble business. I am Junhao. I believe you've all met my husband, Shalon.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names. But
The mayor,
That's your,
dear.
that's your Kenimon, right?
No, Shalon is the mayor.
Yeah. I was like,
Oh,
The Jagamon
Oh,
from
the-
last session.
Look, for out of character, it's been a hot minute for us.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, I believe you've all met my dear husband already.
it must be frustrating to have to be with someone who has to keep such hours. I can appreciate that you two are still going so strong.
Oh, well, when you
So cute.
live such long lives as we do, getting plenty of time for yourself is a very essential thing. We see more than enough of each other. You're all
Robots and
very
Possum,
welcome
right?
here. I have prepared some of my best rooms for you.
Thank you.
Oh, the Digimon is
And
woke.
for you, young lady, I have made sure to procure you a room with a rather large sleeping pool for your partner.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, if any of you has any other special needs that need to be addressed with your rooms,
I am good, thank you. I'm just happy to lay down and time travel to tomorrow.
I
Lay down.
very much like that too. Yep.
Lay down? No. We're not laying down just yet. We need to rehearse. We need to rehearse.
I just strike Rowan with like the most death stares of death stares just ever.
I can't use my curse. I can't use my curse. That's so fucking you win this round.
Hailey just goes in front. If you become one of those toxic idol managers, I will find a way to end you. And just walks to go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm walking into my room.
I'm not being toxic. I'm being realistic. Look at what I have to work with.
Hailey's just doing the like thing with her hand, just putting it like a mouth as she's walking away.
okay, well now I'm
Just had this
realizing
idea today.
with how extravagant Rowan is being about this, I'm just imagining that, you know, I'm absolutely going to have to. I'm going to make art for Rune and Lucy's idol outfits for this. But as a
Well-
supplemental piece, I'm going to do Rowan doing the, like, the Will Smith look at this gesture. Well, you're all turning in for the night then, and I believe it is time for Lucy and Rune's little conversation. So, I believe
Holy
it's a good
shit.
time for everybody else to mute for a bit while Lucy goes through that.
Whoa, okay. Well, in our room, I just jump into the bed, just face blends into it. Like, today was so much rougher than I thought it would be. Rune just goes to the window, looking out to the moon. We spend a little bit in silence. I just fidget in bed, looking at Rune, seeing that she's not really responding. So I get up and walk towards her. I say to her, "Yeah, look, I know you're not all right. You don't have to hide it. Believe me, I'm the best of hiding when I'm not okay." Rune simply responds,
Well, you're good. I'm happy you're my partner.
"Oh, now don't try to dodge the vibe check, well, partner. Why was that Digimon so obsessed with you?"
She is, I don't know. She was my partner. Our idol group leader. She was always there for me.
Well, she doesn't sound that caring for someone so close. What's her deal anyway? The way she was stalking you, was she always like this? They stayed silent for a while. So, did you consider what she said? Did you consider going back to her? You tell me.
I have known her my whole life. I like you guys, but it's barely been a week since all this happened,
And Lucy just picks her up, just squishing her close.
I don't want to be left alone again.
And then she just starts crying on her jacket. Just for a while. Yeah, there's no way to ease that pain. I knew it when she was talking to you. I felt it. You love her too, right? Well, I think I know why we We're assigned partners, Rune. We are very alike. I guess all of our group is in. I guess all of our group are. In a sense that their Digimons are alike. I call Artemis and Scratch are cool and mysterious, and Hailey and Wahoo are so strong, or Rowan and Cheese being so insufferable. We're both a little hopeless love balls, aren't we? Doing things with love for love.
What?
Like, we put effort and love, hoping to receive love back, right? I used to do that a lot. Or maybe I still do. At least now I do it for the right people. Used to lie to myself and others, so they would have a positive look on me. I regret that so much. Being love to the people that wouldn't do the same. I needed that love, so I was willing to do anything. Be anything. It was hard to part with them. But ever since, I managed to finally receive the right love. The most important of all loves.
The right love?
Yeah. The love I have for myself.
Can you help me love myself?
Of course. We're partners. You'll never be alone again as long as I'm here. Lucy just holds Rune up, pointing to the moon. We'll save this world together, and we'll show that bitch how awesome you are. Say how awesome you are.
I'm awesome!
Yeah! And you know, when she's talking to you, I was freaking out too, you know? Lucy just pulls Rune close to her chest, and they just walk into bed. It's like, it's gonna be alright. I'm here. We are here. Alright? And we drift off.
As you're falling asleep, in the pocket of your hoodie, your little Game Boy SP, one piece of tech you managed to bring with you besides your phone, starts to glow. By the time you wake up the following morning, you'll find that it's taken on the same black casing as everyone else's, with bright orange accents. You've now activated your digivice.
Whoa! Check this out! Oh, fuck. Wait, does this still work? Oh, man, this was expensive. Fuck. Oh.
Thankfully, it does still work.
Oh, okay, cool.
It just has a lot of
Man.
extra features now. Hey, if you're this far in the video, maybe consider leaving a like, a comment, and subscribing to the channel. And if you really want to help me out, consider following the link below to check out my book. I also do commissions, so feel free to contact me for that over any of my socials. Now, I'll let you get back to the video.
Going straight to punch me in the honey nut Felios.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a line I'm gonna have to keep in the episode. What the fuck? Well, when you wake up and gather downstairs the following morning, you can see that there's another rather large Digimon waiting by the door. In this case, it is once again the Pandamon that you were meeting with on your way in the previous night, the owner of this establishment and the mayor's husband.
Yo, woke pandas.
Good morning.
Yes, hello. Wonderful morning, isn't it?
So,
Hmm?
I just want to establish I just want to establish something. Everyone, as far as we're this is the next morning, and everyone's in the lobby having a meal, right?
Oh, you're coming down to have a meal that morning, yeah.
Okay, cool. Rowan isn't in this scene. Cheese is, Rowan isn't.
Really? That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, Cheese will tell you if you ask him about it. But but I just want to establish that.
You come downstairs to find Junhao by the door, and they approach you, and they seem just slightly annoyed, but definitely not at you, more at circumstances. Yes, wonderful morning, isn't it? Or, well, at least it should be from here on. Those 3 fools got completely wasted and passed out on our floor again. Had to drag them out myself.
You need us to clear everything up for you, or you can help them?
99 subvariants aren't necessarily known for their intellect, unlike me.
Yes, and although they're often known for their alcohol tolerance, they're also not quite known for restraint.
Need someone to help escort them to the drink tank or something, or? Are you good?
No, they've already been kicked out, and, well, we try not to get them arrested, although they can be annoying. They are also some of our highest paying customers.
Damn.
But I must
As long as I pay the
ask,
bills.
where is young Rowan this morning?
Oh, no wonder it was so quiet. Oh man, he actually felt kind of refreshing.
Cheese immediately has a look. So he was here's the 2 things. If you look at Cheese, he looked tired, but he looked neutral. Now he looks like he was annoyed with some absolute grimace. That guy.
What do you do?
He was staying up all night doing fixes, thinking song ideas. He was working himself down to the bone, keeping me up all night, asking me, hey, do you think this is a good lyric? Hey, do you think this is a good lyric? I haven't done songwriting before, so I really need some positive feedback. I just told him I never wrote a song before either. Why do you think I'm the one with positive feedback? And then he just said, who else am I going to ask? How about the people singing them? And then he
Damn.
goes,
You are peaking your mic so fucking much.
Yeah, you might want to turn off noise suppression.
Yeah, I
if
was
you're going
about to
be
say,
shouting.
like, your mic cut so hard, it just completely isolated that entire back half.
He's so
Okay,
pissed
I'll have
about reality, and broke reality temporarily.
Okay, I put it on to studio. I don't know if that will do anything.
We'll see.
Still, I definitely got the point of that tirade. Most of it came through.
My bad. Basically, essentially what happened is... Oh god, keep this in the bloopers. Essentially what happened is Cheese and Rowan was keeping Cheese up more or less all night, coming up with dance moves and song ideas for this idol group, because that's just what he's been... Because he's just the kind of guy who puts his all into shit.
So, Rowan found a new
Well, some-
hyperfixation, and oddly enough, it's Lucy.
At least I don't have to put a lot of work into it.
I will... You say that! Who do you think is gonna be doing half this shit?
So, Junhao is a little confused and put off by that whole rant, but eventually he shakes his head. He's like, alright, very well, but you may want to get him up soon. I doubt you'll want to go about your business without him today.
He never fell asleep.
I'm gonna have
God.
Hailey go, come on, Wahoo, let's go slap him with a fish.
I want to see this.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to draw Hailey just swinging Wahoo by his tail straight up into Rowan's chin.
I'm feeling pain. I
You know,
can see this.
I'm just gonna say, cut to black, here, bonk, bonk, and then she's dragging him out and just figure out how it's gonna work, but in some manner he's being dragged to here to make sure he's attending this.
You know, I came up with the whole I came up with this whole he was up all night coming up with dance moves and lyrics as a sort of endearing trait to show how seriously he's actually taking this. Wow.
But it
Everyone's
is
just shitting on Rowan.
like he has legit put his all into this, but to the point where it's affected his health in a poor way. So
Sleep is
Okay, yeah, this
important.
is okay.
like I'm worried he's gonna be hurt or something if he does this too many days in a row.
That
Yeah, I
is an
get
excellent point.
Also, Hailey tends to be this kind of person, just kind of manhandle people if need be. So, just this could be a source of friction going forward. And let me know if
Yeah.
it is now. But she
Yeah.
just kind of will.
No,
do
it's
her
not a
own
point.
thing and
I just, to be fair, I have no complaints against your action. It's perfectly fine and perfectly comedic. And I can absolutely see the scene of her taking Wahoo like a freaking bat, walking up, and all anyone hears is smack, smack, and a before and then she just dragging them down.
And I have a question.
That one scene.
Does Rowan drink coffee at all? I have a place I'm going with this. Does Rowan drink coffee?
I don't know. You can force feed it to him.
Haley knows how to make naval coffee.
Oh God.
Haley is going to specifically make something to make sure he wakes up, whether he wants to or not, assuming there is any form of coffee around here and she has access to the kitchen.
Okay, so are you actively asking Junhao for the opportunity to do this?
Yes, and she'll happily share this with the kitchen if needed.
Junhao takes a moment to think it over. I think I have an idea of the kind of recipe you're talking about. I used to have that sort of thing when I was a lot younger and a lot more reckless. If that's really what you want to do, I won't stop you. You're welcome to use the kitchens for that. Just, let the staff back there know that I gave you permission. I doubt they'll
Will do.
really do anything to question Chosen, though.
Will do. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, not ma'am.
And
Sorry.
Caprice shouts as you go back, make some for me!
Oh, she's making
What's the
she's
difference
making a thermos. The idea is we can have this on the go if we need to keep us awake if we have to run from people in the middle of the night and stay awake for the entire night or something. So
Oh, that's a good plan.
Yep.
So you feed it to Rowan? How much does it kick him up?
I'm just gonna feed him a shot at first and see what happens. This is potent stuff.
Okay, you know what? To
Just caffeine
see
into the veins.
how that affects Rowan, roll endurance.
Hey!
God damn!
12!
Okay,
No!
yeah, a perfect roll. I'd say you managed to adapt to the naval coffee without having heart palpitations. You're doing pretty good. You wake up pretty fast. You know you're gonna crash hard later, but it's basically giving you exactly the rush that you need to get moving and function for the day for now.
I'm imagining Rowan was in a zombie-like state, just swaying across the floor when Haley found him. Gives him the coffee. He immediately his eyes widen, his pupils dilate, and his first words are, "Good morning, America!"
Oh,
Good to
there
have
it
you
is.
back.
There's the loudness.
Sorry.
Good to have you back.
What was in that?
You don't need to know.
Digi coffee.
So,
Unfortunately, I couldn't actually source some torpedo juice, so I had to finagle things.
Was it crack? It feels like crack. Is this what crack feels like? Am I on crack right now? Oh my god! It's just how. Oh, jeez. And he just keeps going. He just keeps going on like that, and Jesus just stares at you and is like, he was calm for a whole minute.
With cheese here.
Do you want
Art is
she's
just
what-
taking
she's-
out a
she's
small
gonna
notepad
pull-
and just writing down, do not give them caffeine again, and just underlining it 3 times.
Haley's gonna offer it to anyone who wants it. This is normal stuff for her.
Cheese takes you up on that offer.
Puts her hand up and says no, and Scratch just kind of like recoils in horror at this sight before she's like,
Cheese takes you 100% up on that offer, and like drinks a cup.
Oh boy,
Hey, he's been in college before. He's done harder shit.
that's a good
What's the
point.
difference from regular coffee?
Naval coffee is basically like your average, like, think the kind of espresso that would get you like side-eyed by a like newer Starbucks employee, and then put that on steroids.
Yep.
Oh,
One of the nicknames for it that I know of is the black blood of the earth, or something similar to that, for at least a military coffee, at least. Maybe not
Yeah.
Navy, but military.
Cool. Cheese just chugs down a whole cup.
You know what? He has an insanely high firewall stat, so I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. He just tanks it.
is there
so-
sugar in it?
You're now fully awake, and breakfast is being served. You gotta wonder, what are you doing for the day? Because, you've been told there might be people around town that might need your help. There's a few businesses you could check in on, but more importantly, last night, those 3 Nanimon told you that, there's a suspicious Valvemon running one of the local logging companies that they believe has ties to the Metal Empire.
I gotta remind myself what the fuck a Valvemon is.
Does it have a portal gun?
Sadly, no, but now I want to make a variant that does.
Oh, we gotta go talk to them then. It feels like that's the best course of action.
I mean, I think we should talk to them, but that's more to cross our T's. I'm not really worried about him getting what we've learned.
You know what?
I personally want to learn more about the Metal Empire. I'm not concerned about them. I'm more like, can we get information about a potential location that will be of danger or of use to us in the future?
The thing is, this is also an obvious. I mean, out of character. As much as this is also an obvious plot hook, and I would love to go engage with it, I think Rowan is actually more concerned with his current project, so he's gonna go. Wait, yeah, he's gonna have to work up a nerve to check up on that dress he commissioned. Which
Yeah.
Hailey's willing to go with them because Hailey didn't actually get a chance to go and get some new clothes. She's not particularly worried about splitting the party right now because we're in a safe place, and she feels, based on the prior information, they're not going into a dangerous situation. They'll be fine getting more information from him in a peaceful manner, and she could get some more digs for herself and some more equipment for her Wahoo. So, if that would
Okay,
fit
so you want
better,
to split
she
the
has no
party
problem going
to.
together.
So you want to split the party so it's Rowan and Hailey going to get the clothes, and everybody else going to meet with this Valvemon.
That fits for me if that works.
Jason was going to go to the Valvemon no matter what anyone picked. So yeah.
All right.
Wait, do I have to go to the clothes store?
If you
I
want,
think
it's your
everyone
choice.
has been at the clothes store already. Just Hailey hasn't been since she had.
And Rowan has
Well,
actual
last
business
week.
there.
Yeah.
I was going. Here's the thing. In my head, there's a point. In my head, there's a version of this story where Rowan is basically dragging Lucy along all the way, all around the entire way. But I don't want to do that to you because that would be very railroady and incredibly negative for gameplay. So I'm only
No,
checking.
it's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. It's funny, but it's funny, but it can get annoying. So I'm checking up on the clothes, and you can decide what to do for now.
Yeah, and Hailey is going to both support him because she heard through the talk yesterday that he's not particularly the best about spiders, but also the fact that she honestly is wearing the same clothes for a while. She needs some new digs. We don't quite know the environmental situation we're getting into, and she's a military brat. She wants some military clothes if possible. So.
And the costume is for me, so I might as well go with you as well.
All right, so it's going to be
I can't believe you
Jason
just-
and Artemis going to speak with Herbie then?
I mean,
Yeah.
the only thing that would
Haley still
pull
wants
me
to go. but
away
she needs
is
to-
the new outfit, but at the same time, that's only if it provides defensive buffs. Or if someone's like, Jason,
Yeah.
don't you want your shit? because he's
And Hailey can also
focused.
go later if that fits the plot better.
I mean, no, you guys
Yeah,
can
let's do
you guys can
yeah,
split
yeah.
up for this if you want. I have no issues with it.
Okay.
I'm just imagining like you actually like in characters like I mean I could go with you if it fits the plot. It's no big deal.
I mean, she would say something like that. So, like, again, she feels right now it's we are in a safe space. She is not worried about you guys really getting into a fight, considering we've gotten quite literally good recommendations from people that this person's not gonna hurt us, and we're not in a similar situation to the previous incident this kind of happened with. So, and we literally are having our literal Kunoichi specialist go, and she'll get information better than Hailey would. So she has no problem with like they are gonna be better at this than I would. I might be able to give a little bit of info from like a military perspective that they might have, but I'm not sure that's needed at this point. And she feels, I mean, her clothes aren't even washed. She needs some better digs. She was literally running when she was going into this thing, so
Yeah.
she's not in the best like environmentally clothing situation.
Yeah. Alright, so we got a pretty good setup there. It's going to be Jason and Artemis going to speak with Herbie, and the other three headed to the tailor shop to collect their new outfits. Everyone in agreement?
Yeah, sounds good.
Right.
For me.
Alright, well, let's start with the tailor then. Make that real quick. So, you arrive and find that they are open bright and early, front doors wide open to enjoy some fresh air, and you can actually see that Selma is... Yeah, well, not so much dashing back and forth, but like it's more of a quick hobble with her old age. But she's clearly very excited with the work that she's finishing up right now. You can see that she is manipulating many different thread strands that are finishing up various pieces in the pack. And it looks like a couple of different costume designs are coming together quite nicely, as well as various other requests that were ordered and ideas of her own. It basically looks like there's an entire rack of clothes that she's designed just for the team, because she is that excited to make stuff for the Chosen.
Can I make a?
Sweet great
Do I have to
Selma.
make a? Do I have to make another check?
Actually, yes,
Another
especially
check.
since she's working so quickly with her spider powers, and multiples of her grandchildren are actively working alongside her.
Oh, so I have to
So-
do it again with my courage.
Time for
Yeah,
another
question.
will save.
3 will points. I'm gonna use 3 will points. I'm gonna roll 6 d4s. Okay. 11. Does that work? Does that satisfy you, oh great Sultan?
Yes,
That's actually a very shit roll.
it was a
I
terrible.
know.
It was a terrible roll, but it does pass because it's a simple fear.
Okay.
So
These
you
spiders
managed to
ain't that
managed to
bad.
pass this time. Your use of the Courage Crest and related abilities is reactivated, and you can now walk into the building, still visibly a bit jittery, but managing to hold a conversation with her. So you walk into Selma's office, and she finally notices you after like a full minute of dashing about finishing her work. Oh, you're here. Good. Wow, is it really morning already? Well, never mind, I'm used to all-nighters, and I tend to be more nocturnal regardless. Now, let's see, what would you like to see first? I have individual outfits for each of you for various weather conditions, and 3 different idle outfits for Lucy. I feel she's going to love them all.
Oh, goodness. Bit scared to see them, but you got just do it. Rune is like visibly happy about it. She's like,
Oh, you're gonna look great.
it's like, oh, I hope. I'm not very used to flashy outfits.
Well, I made sure to tone this down slightly. More down-to-earth and casual idols are more popular, according to some research I've been doing recently. Need to make sure there's a bit of flashy color in there and accent details that really draw the eye, but I'm quite good at that. I noticed what Rune already had going and decided to make you something that matches with your usual orange. So we have that right here. I figured you might want something a little darker for nighttime events and special occasions. So I actually made up a new outfit for Rune for a darker variant to match an equivalent for yourself. And, well, I did notice that you have quite the rocker among your group, and I figured you might want something to match her on occasion as a potential side gig, so I have a much more punk and metal aesthetic bit over here for you. Not used to working with metal, but we do have a few good blacksmiths I'm quite friendly with in the area. And I must admit, working chains into these designs was quite interesting.
See, here's the thing. If it didn't involve getting measured by spiders, I could absolutely see Rowan doing a whole fashion show of trying on new clothes. Listen, they like looking good. That's all he want. That's what he wants to do. He has made it. I have not made it any secret that he is a bit of a foppish.
True.
Diva.
Well, she has noticed this, and after a moment, she slides a curated and folded outfit across the counter towards Rowan. He says, I didn't quite need to get your measurements. I have quite a good eye for this, and once I got Lucy's measurements as a foundation for it, I was able to estimate the measurements for everyone else in your entourage. I'm usually quite accurate with this. After being in the business for a few thousand years, it tends to be that way. Now, what I've designed for you is something to go along with your management role as well as the intellect that your partner has been quite eager to show off. So I've made something a little with a bit of a professor's flair to it.
So I was thinking more like white. I was thinking more like white suits with popped up collars. But okay. I think something like. Oh my God! There's probably gonna. Oh my God! It probably has It probably has fake glasses, a shimmer, something like a lab coat with sequence or some sort of pattern on the underside. It's white on the it's white overcoat, like a white over.
Haley, just gonna complain you're not a smooth criminal.
white over and a pattern on the inner pattern in the inner parts. I don't know clothing as much as I should.
Well, that is largely what I was considering. I am actually working on designing additional outfits for the entire cast as tailor-made by Selma, including ones for various different weather conditions. So I will be doing updated art for all of the characters with these new outfits, and guess what? They're going to be included in a new opening that's going to be released when everybody's evolved.
Since Haley wasn't there, does she prescribe her own thing now? Because she wasn't measured previously.
Oh, yes, of course.
Haley's big thing is she just wants things that are comfortable, but also are able to dry off quickly because she's now has a water puppy to deal with. So it needs to be both tough and breathable, but also dry off pretty quickly if need be. And then the big thing is she kind of really wants kind of a, I guess I call it a combat jacket, like a military jacket, with reversible, with one side being gray camo modeled, and the inner side being actually the name for it I think is desert pink or whatever. It's for when you're doing dawn things, because you don't want gray, you don't want green, you actually want a pink color. It's not a vibrant pink, but the idea is...
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. I've actually worked with that color recently, and you'll see soon by the end of this session.
So that's the inside, inner lining, and she can just reverse that if need be, is kind of the idea. And then just standard hiking wear, hiking boots.
Oh, I can
work
most
gloves if needed, that kind of
certainly
thing.
do that for you. Let's see. I do have a
And then
few
goggles.
designs on hand that I can work with. I will need a good chunk of the day to complete those for you, but they will be done by late this afternoon, easily.
And she's gonna ask, is there anyone recommendation of goggles and a rebreather? Because she's even a wetsuit if possible. Because given her new water, if they don't have anything, that's fine. But she's
Well, I
thinking for in the
can
future.
handle the wetsuit. I can tailor that. I
Okay.
have the materials. The goggles and the rebreather, I do not quite have anything for, and well, there aren't quite any locations such things would be necessary around here. But if you were to travel south, I do have a few people I know running shops south of here in the tundra beside the lakes. They would surely have what you're looking for, and not only that, they might be able to fashion you up a better wetsuit than I would be able to that's capable of handling harsher temperatures.
That's perfect. It's a long-term project anyway. If you have a card, I'll take it and get out of your hair so you can deal with Chippy Toys here to.
I'll
help,
try and drudge up a card for you by the time you come back for
Yeah.
your clothing
And
from me.
Haley's like, "Do you need me to? If you need to measure me, I'm fine with your crew. If you need me to measure me."
Oh, certainly, right away. She just snaps her fingers, and her grandchildren all just start crawling all over the place and spreading
Haley's
their
like, "Do you need me
threads.
to throw or something? I mean, do you need a more accurate body measurement?" She does not give a damn.
Oh, well, if it would be more accurate if you were to do that. Just step in the back if you need your privacy.
Yep, she'll do that, and is just kind of keeping Wahoo busy with various things that's going on.
So,
Haley's gonna have the leadership goggles.
does anyone have any other questions for her, or are we ready to move on to the other scene?
Haley's good, and also Haley is not going to have the leadership goggles because these are more like swim goggles, not like desert goggles. So
Can I have?
No, shut up. You're not in the scene.
yeah, and we don't,
No.
and we don't have them yet.
Shouting from over here.
And we don't have them yet.
Dude, you're not in this episode.
What?
I'm shouting from my episode.
So, moving on to the other conversation. So Jason, Caprice, Artemis, and Scratch make their way across to the south end of town and out towards one of the logging companies to the southwest. And it's not long before they start seeing a bunch of Mechanorimon with saw blade hands doing a good chunk of the work. And overseeing it all is an absolutely towering Valvemon. Of course, Caprice would be familiar enough with Valvemon, having had some beef with the Metal Empire and with them being some of their higher-ranking transport units, as Valvemon are traditionally used as essentially intelligent taxis that contain a large number of troops and happen to be incredibly tanky. The one you're approaching happens to have some visible denting on his head, and the red lights have gone blue. So he notices you approaching and starts to meet you halfway. Chosen, welcome. I had heard of your arrival to our fair city. I am, I suppose, not too surprised to see you here.
Did you figure that those barflies would complain about you and we'd come and look?
Yes, actually, although not quite with those terms. You see,
I'm being very civil.
that is fair. You see, I had expected that employees of one of my rival companies would likely complain about me, but I could not be certain who.
Oh.
I have
Man.
been here running my operations for some time. And I have had a good deal of opposition to deal with. Few understand the plight of someone who abandons an evil organization.
Giving up your past ain't easy, Caprice says. But that kind of just makes what they said about you all the more insidious.
That is quite true. And it has been some time since I have met direct opposition. I believe that the mayor fully trusts me at this point, and it has been some time since I heard any complaints from either perch providers or the Royal Redwoods. But I do more considerably often receive complaints from Cassius, the owner of a mining operation south of here. They have not named their company. They cite a lack of creativity for that. But I think it is largely because they are the only mining operation in this section of the server. There are very few mountains in this area, and few caves as well. As such, he lacks competition. Saw no purpose in assigning a title to his business to begin with.
Seems a little bit arrogant to me.
Very much so. But he has complained about me often, and his employees do as well. I believe he may be rather seditious. His actions over the last decade have been worrisome.
Might need to pay this person a visit.
I would...
I mean, do we want to visit during the day, or do we want to be a little bit more sneaky about it?
I mean, jumping straight to sneaky isn't necessarily a plan A option. However,
if that
Scratch
is...
just kind of taps her phone like, yeah, speak for yourself.
If that is
I'm sorry,
what you are
were you
considering,
saying
I do have a recommendation. I have noticed a few things about Cassius' operations as of late. You see, he does employ a large number of rather strong Digimon within this town for his mining operations, but ones that lack the ability to wield cutting attacks that are so favored among the logging operations. But many of them are still told to fear and hate me, with the excuse that me hiring exclusively machine Digimon is taking jobs from them and giving it to other Metal Empire soldiers, when in fact everyone working for me is lacking in any connection to the Empire. I simply
Sounds
prefer
like
to hire
better
those who
not
are
to protest
disenfranchised.
much.
he is starting to sound more and more suspicious the more that you talk about it.
There is much more. You see, there have been days that he gives his entire staff the day off, save for the many Hagurumon X that work for him. I do believe he may have built them himself. They are drones entirely under his control. But on the days that he sends everyone away, I still hear a cargo ship arriving to pick up a delivery from him. Normally, there are the occasional Blimpmon that arrives, but in this case, late evenings or nights, depending upon the time of year, something else arrives. My optical sensors were damaged in the event that broke me from the Empire's control, but all signs point to him making deliveries via a cargo Dramon.
Jason's getting a little lost. The names of all these Digimon still kind of confuse him. He doesn't know exactly what he's talking about when he says Hargaromon X or anything like that. But he knows that that sounds fucked up, and it's making his blood kind of boil.
And Caprice?
Caprice is keeping very cool and collected, and keeping her thoughts to herself.
Fair point. Well,
Art is just fascinated by the plethora of names and the intrigue of more just more dramatics to happen, while Scratch is just kind of making little mental notes of like, okay, all right, so that's this person here, that person there, like just mental notebook of like how to handle things if things go completely and utterly pear-shaped.
well, do you two have a plan now?
Well, sir, we don't want to take up too much of your time. Don't worry, we're going to decide on a course of action here in just a little bit, but we'll let you get back to your operation.
Thank you very much. Oh, and one more thing. I do believe I heard his employees leaving early today. I believe word of your arrival may have gotten to him now, and it has scared him. He has given his staff the day off. He may be planning an emergency delivery tonight.
That's awfully suspicious. I mean, first off, why would he even be afraid of us? We've barely been here a couple of days.
Maybe you heard what Cap did to the Weebs.
Okay, you know what? Maybe his terror is validated.
That, and if he is conspiring with the Metal Empire, it is likely he fears retribution.
Jason is the first to leave the room with Caprice. He could kind of sense that Caprice was urging him to leave silently. And she was.
Art and Scratch aren't very far behind, but also just Art pauses out to just say, "Thank you for your time. We'll check this guy out."
Thank you very much, Chosen. You are always welcome here if you have need of my work. Although I am not sure what Chosen would need of a logger.
She gives a pat to her guitar and kind of smiles like, I could think of a couple of things. We'll talk. And Scratch and Art follow out from the area.
Once we're out of earshot, Caprice pipes up. I don't like this. She looks at Scratch. It's a little suspicious on both ends. To be completely honest with you, if I were in his position, I'd also say my competitor was out to get me.
I don't like it either. There's just too much stuff that doesn't add up. First we got an X Metal Empire? That doesn't sound right. And then a competitor with no name stalking up stuff? in relation to us arriving? I don't know. Something smells off here.
Sorry.
Glad to see that someone else likes to follow their nose. Damn it.
It's Jason.
Jason lifts his arm. Hey, it's not me this time. But yeah.
So, would you all like to, do any of you have anything else you'd like to do during the day, or would you like to skip to Sting that night? Thanks for watching, guys, and please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Envoy of Kairos for many more videos, ranging from gameplay to speed paints, my original Pokemon region, game concepts, and much more. And do try to remember the words of Kairos. Embrace every opportunity to better yourself and the world. You never know when a leap of faith will change your life for the better. See you again soon.